According to the National Recycling Coalition, an estimated 80 million Hershey Kisses are wrapped each day, using enough aluminum foil to cover 50 areas of space. That's almost 40 football fields. All that foil is recyclable, but not many people realize it. Recycling is the process of transforming a product's useful parts into a whole new product. The human population creates tremendous amounts of man-made waste every day and affects the natural recycling process. Our discarded waste cannot be efficiently consumed and reused by the environment. There are many types of materials used in everyday life that can be recycled and kept out of landfills and incinerators. I am a firm believer in protecting our planet and a well-practiced recycler. I have acquired more knowledge about recent events in the recycling movement through extensive research, as well as hands-on experience through Science Club in high school and participating in Keep Bullet Beautiful. I wish to inform you about the importance of proper electronics disposal on top of recycling everyday materials, and the new laws to help the impact of household and industry waste. Despite the vast majority of the population that rarely or never recycle, there are many big cities that are bringing legislature into the ongoing battle of pollution, forcing Americans to listen. Cleveland, Ohio is a very green city that shuns plastic bottles and is one of the top 25 most sustainable cities. They are an example of one of the most successful enforcers of the high-tech trash collection system. New laws require curbside trash and recycling carts to be equipped with radio frequency identification chips that enable sanitation workers to observe how often the residents place their recyclables at the curb. The ones that delay in bringing their car out for collection for several weeks have a trash supervisor inspect their trash for recyclables. Mark Gillespie explained if a citizen's trash contains more than 10% of recyclable material, they will be fined up to $100. Consequently, if they have unmodified behavior in their disposing habits, it will result in a fine. Cleveland government is proving a strong effort to avert the path of the harmful materials that are absent-mindedly sent to landfills and incinerators. Among the seas of recycled materials that are not getting a new life are the broken electronics that are thrown away without a second thought. Electronic waste is the fastest growing portion of the United States waste stream. Roughly 350,000 cell phones and 130,000 computers are disposed in America daily. Electronic waste sometimes contains lead, mercury, or other toxic materials and can leak from landfills if not properly discarded. Sadly, about 18% of the 27 million TVs thrown away in 2007 were recycled according to the were not recycled according to the Environmental Protection Agency. I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. 18% of the 27 million were recycled, so it's a very small amount. Used phones and computers are able to be dismantled to extract reusable materials from inside. However, this task is done with safety is very time consuming. We need the government to step in. The Environmental Protection Agency only allows exporting of one type of electronic waste, which are cathode ray tubes used in older televisions and monitors. President Obama sponsored a 2008 bill that became a law banning the export of mercury. More recent state recycling laws eases e-waste disposal as well as enforcing the microchips in the city's trash cans to check up on their residents. Recycling your old keyboards, monitors, and other unwanted electronics should be easier and free. A company in Pennsylvania previously charged $5 for computer recycling and even steeper for TV and monitors because of the complex process of disposing of the cathode ray tube inside of them. However, this is a free service as of January 1st, 2012. This phase of Pennsylvania's Covered Device Recycling Act took effect on January 1st. This means the state will impose duties on manufacturers and retailers to develop subsidized recycling plans for their products within the state's borders. Kim Leonard from the Pennsylvania Tribune-Review wrote that 23 other states have already passed similar laws with aspirations of recycling electronic waste or e-waste in these main methods. Manufacturers are required to register products like computers, keyboards, TVs, and must have a state-approved collection network and pay a yearly $5,000 fee. Retailers now have to sell exclusively devices that manufacturer register with the state and must inform the customers how to recycle outdated items. Today we have learned that recycling in your household makes all the difference if only it is enforced to the city as a whole. Through examples, we have seen that if the government step in, so much can be accomplished for the sake of the environment. And electronic waste is now being more recognized as an important enough issue to cause governments to step in and pass laws in favor of our environment. These cities that are adopting laws to give the citizens more incentive to recycle have got the right idea. The power of the purse drives most Americans' actions daily, so I believe that mandatory recycling laws should be in effect everywhere. The way to make a change in bigger numbers is to think smaller. Even the most conscious-minded person who fills their recycle bins each week may not realize the amount of recyclable material that is commonly thrown away in small ways. For instance, one can buy larger quantities to reduce the amount of unnecessary packaging on many products. To take a step further, community volunteer programs benefiting our environment are located all over Bullitt County and are always welcoming new recruits. Don't forget to always vote for new recycling laws that benefit our communities. I urge you to go green, sacrifice a few moments out of the day, and make a change in your habits for the benefit of our planet, community, neighborhood, and future.